Sacktown, stand up. One of your own is back in the booth. Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Bash. I'm here with Binkatronics, and we're beaming here at Booyah Bay. Binkatronics, how you doing?
I'm doing great, ready for another great session of Splatooning. Going to be splatting, we're going to be swimming, we're going to be inking, all sorts of good stuff.
All of the above. And for this first match of bracket, quarterfinals, we got On Krak versus Up the Ante. Binkatronics, you said you played against On Krak earlier today. What can you tell me about that squad?
They're much better than I am. They've got a great team, good, very skilled use of specials. I think Up the Ante's going to have a fight on their hands.
What kind of weapons do you think we'll be seeing?
I mean, I'm always a Splatling main. I always just get happy when I see them. So I'm hoping to see at least one, but probably mostly rollers, maybe a few dualies, few other exciting little bits here and there. These players always surprise me with what they decide to bring to the table.
Indeed, and if I remember correctly, the first map is Splat Zones on Mako Mart, so it's good neutral ground.
Mm-hmm.
I think it works with a wide variety of loadouts. So
Right.
anything that these squads can pull out, it could end up being interesting. It really depends on what counter picks they'll pick against each other and what strategies they'll run.
And it'll be really interesting to see how things change. This is a best of 5, so there's plenty of time to see what your opponents are doing and kind of adjust, swap your loadouts if you, to fill in gaps and exploit your opponent's weaknesses if you see something they're lacking. So it'll be interesting to see some of the strategy changes.
And at this point, I think we're doing counter picks during the set.
Yes.
So yeah, whoever goes down one after this map, they'll get to pick what happens next. So we'll definitely see some more loadout specific stuff after this map for sure.
The science behind counter picking your stage is always fascinating. A little bit beyond me, but that's why these people are in the chairs and not me. So,
well, it looks like we're just about to get started. So we are going to see exactly what these squads end up running and how well it works out for them. Whew. A little bit of wave to the camera. I like that. Yeah.
We see you. We see you. Yeah, give the people your love. The people love you back.
We love a team that stays engaged with the community. And all right, here we go. Okay, so we got some blasters, a shot, a
roller.
dualies. Okay, so we've got close range for the most part. Obviously that blaster will add some range on the side of, I believe it's Up the Ante, and then the ballpoint Splatling will help out a little bit with On Krak.
Absolutely, give you some good mid-range coverage. Gonna ink some turf, provide some defense.
Ooh, I want to say Up the Ante is a little bit. Oh, never mind. The direct hit with that Zuka should have reacted.
Oh my gosh!
Krak is now on control.
Yeah, they were devastating with the Zuka earlier. Up the Ante really needs to up the ante to hold on.
Yeah, they're running the count. That tacticaler might bring things in their favor, but that Ink Zuka is just relentless.
It's a scary thing to see.
And okay, there we go.
We're back. We saw.
All right, the Inkjet is putting some more paint on.
Mm-hmm.
They're keeping this thing covered like Verizon out
here. Holy smokes! The crowd is going wild, and I can see why. This is an exciting match. I think OK is running away with it, but Up the Ante can still pull it off. But ooh, good push, good push by Up the Ante.
And now they've got Zuka of their own.
Not enough.
Yeah, not enough to provide the right amount of coverage, and that's going to do it. An immediate KO from start to finish on Krak, making a statement.
They didn't come here to play around. They didn't come to play school.
Well, actually, they did come to play, but we know what.
And they literally did just play around. Yes. Oh. Alrighty. It'll be interesting to see what On Krak chooses. What Up the Ante chooses to counterpick with.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's a lot of heavy fire going on there. So many shots On Krak could do some of the photography for this event, honestly. But yeah, with that medium range, lots of firepower engagement versus up the ante, which seemed to be a little more up close and personal.
Hmm.
Honestly, I could see them doing something like Tower Control or Rainmaker, where the objective is moving around and centered around a close quarters. And
That's
it
exactly it.
seems like I was right. Not only is it Rainmaker, but it's on Humpback Pump Track. So I want to say up the ante will be more comfortable with their loadout than they were before, assuming they don't make a lot of changes. But I don't know. Up the ante could probably stick with what they're doing as well. I don't know how well the range game will end up working out in the end, but
Mhm.
as long as they're able to intimidate up the ante, it will work out well for them.
Yeah, I think you made an excellent point where it's really about picking your range. Up the ante does seem to excel in the close game, and so they're going to want to find some way where they can be funneling on crack into their weapons. Whereas on crack is really really good at the medium range. When they get when they get the Inkzuka, you better run. So I think that this is a pretty good counter pick. We'll see if they're able to capitalize it and swing the momentum back.
Indeed. Soon enough, we will see if up the ante can up the ante and find some cracks in on cracks defense.
I like that. Good job.
Whew. And I gotta say for the first Booyah Bay, this is a heck of a turnout.
Absolutely. We got to give huge props to the team here at Booyah Bay. They've done an outstanding job putting together an incredible tournament. It's great to see, the Bay Area Splatoon community coming here, ready to rock.
Indeed, shout out to all the TOs. I've been waiting for a local in NorCal for a minute. Of course, we did get some action at Genesis earlier this year. Hopefully, if we organize more events at a local level, we can keep the community engaged.
Alrighty, and we are rolling into Rainmaker.
All right,
Ready to go.
up the ante's got pretty much the same strategy.
Looks like
On
same
Crack
loadouts, pretty much.
is bringing out a Splatana, so we're gonna see some. We're gonna see some Wait, oh no, never mind. It's a roller. But
it looks like up the ante's just rush in the middle.
oh yeah, they are wasting no time.
Aggressive, which I think is kind of what you need. I think kind of what you need for Rainmaker. If you play passive, it doesn't work as well. But
Ooh,
some
almost.
good defense by On Crack. They're holding tight right at the checkpoint.
Yep, they were just 2 points off. I want to say that upper level of the map is kind of blocking the camera a little bit.
It's a fun. We're guessing what's happening. How fun!
All right, we're able to see a little bit clearer now. The Inkzuka is coming out immediately, and On Crack is just running with the Rainmaker at this point. Of course, they got to make up for lost time, but it looks like they're making a pretty good drive.
They're rush. Make sure you don't drop it. You got to hold that.
Indeed.
Butterfinger
All right.
or something.
Lemon Pies is trying to go for a flanking route. Oh, but they get got by the carbon almost immediately. And On Crack is maintaining a lot of pressure.
They are doing some good guarding of the Rainmaker. I don't see any up the Andes remotely near it, so they got to really push.
Ooh, right at the end, and I
love the stamper.
Yeah, they only put in just enough paint in order to clear a path to plant to the checkpoint. That Inkzuka was just doing everything in order to keep up the ante at bay.
It's always incredible how one player with the right weapon in the right place can ruin your day.
Yep. When the right team coordinates the right specials, there's not a lot to stop them. That Inkjet gets a 2-piece, and there's a third down. Toes is just hanging on for their life right now.
Oh, good super jump. Get out of there, yeah.
Ooh, all right, yeah, dodge the killer whale.
Oh my gosh, Garrett is.
On Crack is just using the Rainmaker as an offensive tool. They're flexing a little bit.
Honestly, they're stunting on up the ante a little bit. Up the ante, you can't take this. You gotta get them.
Yeah, you can't let them flex on you like that. You gotta stretch after you work out every time.
You're trying to make a statement. You need to make your own statement. We picked this map. This is our turf. Get out.
All right, I'm trying to see what Vera's doing here. Just building up the Zuka. Waiting
hiding
for
out.
the members of Up the Ante to bunch up, I suppose. Okay, but Vera's already busted it out.
It looks like Garrett on Up the
Ooh.
Ante is in a bit of a tight spot. Got Toes providing some backup,
Ooh.
but got sniped by Dolly, soaring through the air like a majestic bird.
That inkjet is putting in overtime, printing out enough for a whole college worth of homework assignments right there.
That is, believe it or not, $10,000 worth of ink.
Ooh, Toes with a nice direct hit there.
Toes putting in the work, hiding out by the checkpoint, doing their best to hang on.
Yeah, I mean, on Krak put the first map to bed, but this is still really, really close.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say that on Krak sealed the deal just yet, as Up the Ante just puts the checkpoint in, and they're only 20 points away. If they can just watch their backs, don't let themselves get flanked like what happened there, they might be able to take the lead back.
Yeah, and looks like they're all about to respawn back in, be ready to jump in. Hopefully, maybe they can get a knockout of their own, really shift the momentum. We have on Krak still maintaining the Rainmaker, using it to put down some discouraging fire.
Yep, vision is 2020. As at that entire time, they were putting the Rainmaker shots just well enough to keep Up the Ante tense, to keep them guessing. But Up the Ante is back in the game, and
they're doing their push. They got 40 seconds. They gotta do something special here.
Ooh, all right, they got the
Garrett's
stamp.
got the
They got the
stamper.
stamp. Just wait out the Zuka. Okay, there's a little bit of an inkjet duel.
They're dogfighting. It's Snoopy and the Red
Ooh.
Baron.
But yeah, on Krak is just maintaining the pressure beautifully. I mean,
Dolly's working that splatling. It's puts a smile on my face and some warmth in my heart every time to see it.
I want to see the dualies of the Bloblobber go for a flanking route just to make sure that. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, everyone was kind of focusing on the right there.
That's game.
That's game. Another good win for on Krak.
I mean, what could they have done different? I mean, on Krak had a lot of good map vision, but I like to think that Up the Ante would be able to put on a couple of flanks close to the end.
Yeah, I mean, I think Up the Ante had a lot of really good individual play. Like, we saw Toes holding the checkpoint. We saw Garrett making some moves. I think they had a lot of good individual play, and I think all the pieces are there. I think maybe on Krak worked a little bit better as a team, perhaps. These are 8 extraordinarily good players, and so maybe it's whoever can come together the best and work as a team. That might be the secret sauce, as it were.
So you think Up the Ante could do with a bit better coordination then?
I think maybe a bit, and I think that having some time between the rounds like they have, I like to think that they're putting their heads together, figuring out some strategy. They're in the lab cooking up some diabolical things.
Is that the next counter pick? Clam Blitz on Umami?
It does appear to be.
Well, Up the Ante is a really mobile team, so this could end up working out quite well for them.
I think so, and be a good chance to show off some of that teamwork I was just talking about. I think Clam Blitz, much like the American football that it is based on, is a team sport.
Yeah, if there was a good time to regain their bearings, I think it would be in this map mode combo. Maybe collect themselves like they collect the clams. Maybe get a bit better at coordinating, pushing attacks together, and then maybe we can have a series on our hands.
That's right, and I think I think the weapon combos that Up the Ante has, I think are well suited for Clam Blitz. We want to. People are kind of being funneled towards one area or another, which is where things like the sloshers really excel. If you know where they're going to be, you know where you can throw your ink.
All right, let's do this. Hopefully, Up the Ante's tournament will not get buried here like everything else at Umami Ruins. Similar loadouts to before. Yeah. Garrett's bringing out the pencil. Let's see how well that works out for them.
Excellent. Yeah, good to have some range here. discourage people from getting too aggressive with the clams.
Plus, the tacticooler will help a lot with spawns.
Oh, absolutely. The tacticooler is your best friend on this map.
All right. It looks like I was gonna say a stalemate, but nah, that would be a.
Yeah, it looks like On Crack is pushing a
Ooh.
little bit further. They broke the barrier.
Took
Oh,
2 down, made them retreat, broke the barrier. The Ink Zuka,
it looks like Up the Ante is fighting for their lives here, which is never where you want to be. You don't want to be pushed back to your own spawn here.
another power clam. Throws that would make Tom Brady jealous right here.
And much like Tom Brady's footballs, these clams are not very well inflated.
Yeah. Okay, but now they're retreating.
That's right. Hopefully a change in momentum. We have Garrett getting out the tacticooler. Hopefully that can give Up the Ante some of the momentum, the power they need to keep pushing.
Yeah, I don't know if I pick up the pity clam just yet. I want to get some paint on and then maybe get some confidence in going into these engagements, because if you pick up the power clam too early and then you just lose all of your momentum, it could be disastrous if you've got a deficit like that.
Yeah, and there's no real need to be playing reckless. Still got 3.5 minutes left in the match. Still time to play smart. Don't need to make any crazy plays.
Mm-hmm. But On Crack is wasting no time. It's like they got somewhere to be, I feel like.
It's possible they think they're playing a turf wars map. They are inking like their lives depend on it.
I mean, if they're playing turf war, then there are a few spots that they need to cover. But
that is true. They do have the super clam. Looks like they're going.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And a wipeout.
Oh no, this is not what you want to see if you're Up the Ante.
Yeah, and it looks like they just got rid of all of their penalty points. A lucky number 7 to go. Vera could just throw their clams in now and end it there.
One left.
Yeah, there
that
it is.
is the game.
There
Crack
it
came together
is.
to just storm through it. Too bad for Up the Ante. They fought hard.
And On Crack advances with the 30 long-range shots like Stephen Curry. We got to see if they get the finals MVP at the end, but we still got a couple of sets to watch after that.
That we do. Fantastic job by both of these teams. These are some really incredible competitors. I feel truly lucky to have been here for this.
Mm-hmm. As have I. Yeah, On Crack, just with meticulous efficiency. It looks like Up the Ante was indeed collecting themselves right up at the end, but I mean,
sometimes you just get a bad break when you get a knockout. When you get knocked out like that right at the end, it's you can't play the game if you're all respawning.
Yeah, making it to bracket like this, they thought they were gonna waltz, but On Crack turned up the tempo, gave them a little bit of EDM, and just moved all the way to the finish line right there.
They came out swinging. They took the momentum early and just kept running with it. And I think that, Up the Ante did their best to turn things around, but On Crack kept their foot on the gas the entire game.
Yeah, they were asked, "Is this a sprint or a marathon?" And they said, "Yes."
Always good to see an exciting, aggressive match like that. Very excited to see what the next few rounds have in store. We're approaching the semifinals, the finals, all sorts of great things to watch. But I do believe that this is the end of my time, at least commentating. I believe you have another round or two.
I got
yeah,
another in
Bash?
me. I got one more in me.
Yeah, but I believe that this is the end of the quarterfinals, so I'm going to be sitting out. I've got some other matches to go watch, but thanks for having me. It was great talking with you. Good luck with your rest of your commentary.
Likewise.
And I've been Bigatronic, so have fun the rest of the time. See you folks later.
Thanks so much. When we be back, it'll be semifinals. You don't want to miss a second of this.
No, sir.
Stay tuned.